It's time for Sumrall Baseball on the Sumrall Bobcat Athletic YouTube Network. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Now, with all the action, here's Will Tony.
Sumrall Bobcat Baseball is on the air from Scott Bray Field in Leakesville, Mississippi. Good afternoon, everybody. Will Tony with you alongside Jeremy Thompson, producing and engineering. Getting ready for Game 2 of Round 3 of the Mississippi South 4A state playoffs. Well, last night had a little bit of a disappointing night. No way to get around that. Sumrall now 29-1. The undefeated streak is over, so now all we can hope to do is win the rest of the way and start a new winning streak. Greene County comes in with a record of 22-12. Sumrall comes in with a record of 29-1. We'll get to the starting lineups right now. First for the Sumrall Bobcats, Cade Dito leading off in right field. Landon Holloman at short. Marshall Phillips at third base. Ethan Altman catching tonight. Walker Long at first base, batting fifth. Batting sixth will be Levi Odom. He's starting tonight on the mound. Barrett Brazil designated hitting for Ryan Cole Broom in left field. Bryson Smith at second base, and Hayes Rayner at center field. For the Greene County Wildcats, coming in at 22-12, Connor West on the mound. He's a senior, 7-2 record with a 1.14 ERA. Leading off will be Colin Pipkins at second base. Jace Lott catching. Braden Brewer at short. Philip Herring at first base. Connor West on the mound, as we mentioned. He's batting fifth. Ethan Roberts at third base. Isaiah Jordan designated hitting for Bryson Johnson in center field. Luke Barfield in right, and Parker Arrington rounds out the lineup for the Wildcats in left field. Uniform descriptions real quick, sponsored by American Graphics. For all your screen printing needs, call American Graphics. They have really good t-shirts for you. For the visiting Bobcats, they're powder blues with the royal blue numbers on the back with the yellow outline in the tops and bottoms. They got a blue and gold pinstripe down the leg. They'll be wearing, I believe, blue hats tonight with that uniform. For the Greene County Wildcats, it will be their home whites with pinstripes, blue numbers on the back, and white hats with a blue bill. That's your uniform description, sponsored by American Graphics. Getting ready for the national anthem. We'll take a short break. We'll be back in just a moment for the national anthem. And this is Sumrall Baseball.
Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating.
Which will be sung by Greene County's own former American Idol contestant, Alan Cortez. All right, everybody, let's pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening, Lord. We thank you for this day. God, this is your day. God, you made it, and you made it for us. And Lord, this evening we get to come and play on this day, your day, this wonderful game that we call baseball. God,
Back at Scott Bray Field in Greene County, Leakesville, Mississippi. If you're unfamiliar where that is, it's just down Highway 98 before you get to the Alabama state line. Also, if you're coming from the Laurel area, 21 miles of the longest, nothing between the city of Richton and Leakesville. Just a whole, this is the longest 21 miles I've ever driven. Getting ready for pitch number 1 here in the top of the first inning. And hopefully, well, we're going to just claim it that Sumrall comes out on top today. Not ready for this season to be over, but this is an elimination game. Sumrall wins, we go on to a ball game Monday night. Sumrall loses, well, that's the season, and Greene County moves on to play next weekend. Will Tony, Jeremy Thompson with you, getting ready for game 2 of round 3 of the state playoffs. You may hear a couple of noises, sounds like a hum, something like that. Well, we're experiencing a couple of technical difficulties. We are trying to adjust all of that and get it ready, get it air quality for you. And so we're doing the best we can with what we got tonight, our travel rig. Sometimes the power just does not agree with it. Leading off the top of the first inning for the Bobcats will be Cade Dito. Dito, senior right fielder, batting .462 coming into this series, and batting right-handed. Pitch number 1 in for a strike, swing and a miss. Count goes 0-1 on Cade Dito. Pitch number 2 in for a swing and a miss. Strike, count goes 0-2. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Low for ball 1. That pitch high for ball 2. Count goes 2-2 on Cade Dito. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Cade Dito strikes out his first time up. That's 1 strikeout now for Connor West. Brings up Landon Holloman, the junior shortstop, batting .397 coming into this weekend's series. Connor West on the mound. As we mentioned before, he's 7-2 with a 1.14 ERA. That first pitch in for a ball. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Count goes 1-1 on Landon Holloman. That pitch just a little bit outside for ball 2. Count goes 2-1 on Holloman. 1 away here in the top of the first inning. Got him in the forearm, so it's going to put Holloman on first base with 1 away, and Marshall Phillips coming up to bat. Marshall, the senior third baseman, batting .458 coming into this weekend. So 1 on and 1 away for Marshall Phillips. Throw to first base is not in time. That one a little bit high and inside for ball 1. Count goes 1-0 for Marshall Phillips. Nice facilities out here in Greene County. You can hear the noisemakers swing and a miss for strike one. Counts 1-1 for Marshall Phillips. You can hear the artificial noisemakers here. They're right in front of our broadcast position. We'll do the best we can to keep that noise to a minimum for the broadcast, but you can hear the crowd noise pretty well. 1-2 count now on Marshall Phillips. 1 on and 1 out. That one swung on and fouled back over the net, out of play. Throw to first is not in time. Landon Holloman safe. Count stays 1-2 for Marshall Phillips. Swung on, chopper over towards short. Misplayed, and Marshall Phillips is on first. That's going to be E6. So Phillips reaches on an error. 2 men on now and 1 away, and it's going to bring up Ethan Altman. Jace Lott out to visit with Connor West. Ethan Altman coming up to bat. Altman, the senior catcher, batting .417 coming into this weekend series. Connor West gets the sign, takes a look at Landon Holloman at second, delivers the first pitch. That one just a little bit high for a called ball one. That one inside, high and tight for ball two. So 1 away, 2 men on for Ethan Altman. Count is 2-0. That one caught the outside corner of the plate for strike one. Count goes 2-1 for Ethan Altman. A little bit of a ground home going on, but we can muddle through that. Swung on over the second baseman's head into right center field. Landon Holloman comes around to score from second. And it's going to be a single for Ethan Altman. Marshall Phillips moves to second base. Bobcats take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. It brings up Walker Long, Walker Long, the junior first baseman, batting .343 coming into tonight. He's got 2 men on and a 1-0 lead, 1 away here in the top of the first inning. Malik McNair on to run at first for Ethan Altman. The pitch to Walker Long, grounded into center field, and the bases are going to be loaded for starting pitcher Levi Odom. It's going to be a base hit for Walker Long. Levi Odom comes up to bat with the bases loaded and 1 away in the top of the first inning. Bobcats lead 1-0. Levi comes in batting .384 coming into the series. Swung on, grounder over to first. The throw home is going to be in time, but the bases remain loaded with 2 away as Levi Odom is safe at first base. Brings up Barrett Brazil, designated hitter, the junior, batting .321 coming into the series. I see marching snare drum in the crowd. They're banging on the bottoms of garbage cans and all that good stuff. So Brazil, the left-handed designated hitter, swung on, chopper over towards second to throw to first, is in time. That's going to be 3 down in the top of the first inning, but the Bobcats take a 1-0 lead. So it's the Bobcats 1 and the Wildcats coming up. We'll be back in a moment. This is Sumrall Baseball.
Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Now back to the action on the Sumrall Bobcat Athletic YouTube Network.
We go to the bottom of the first inning. Will Tony, Jeremy Thompson producing and engineering Scott Bray Field here in Leakesville, Mississippi for the Greene County Wildcats and Sumrall Bobcats. Bobcats have a 1-0 lead coming into the bottom of the first. Leading off the bottom of the first will be Colin Pipkins. He's the junior second baseman. He started last night on the mound for the Wildcats. He comes in to the series with a .368 batting average. Levi Odom on the mound for the Bobcats, 4-0 with a 1.38 ERA. The senior pitcher. Here's the first pitch, swung on and fouled way out of play for strike one. So 0-1 for Colin Pipkins. Here's the 0-1 pitch outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, and nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Swung on out into left field and easily played for Ryan Cole-Broom. So a fly out for Colin Pipkins. 1 away here in the bottom of the first. It brings up catcher Jace Lott, the sophomore, batting .342 coming into the series. Swung on over to third, throw to first is in time, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Defensive play looking good so far for the Bobcats. It's going to bring up senior shortstop Braden Brewer. He's batting .261 coming into the series. I say that, I did not have a chance to go to my office and get the stats after last night, so I apologize for it not being as accurate as possible, but it's coming into last night. That first pitch low and away for ball one. It's almost like the entire Greene County drum line is sitting just directly in front of us under the press box. Pitch number 2 swung on and missed. Count goes 1-1 on Braden Brewer. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, grounded towards second base. The throw to first is in time. 3 up and 3 down. We'll go to the top of the second inning. Bobcats lead 1-0. Back in just a moment. This is Sumrall Baseball.
Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Now back to the action on the Sumrall Bobcat Athletic YouTube Network.
Back at Scott Bray Field in Leakesville, Will Tony, Jeremy Thompson. 3 up and 3 down for the Wildcats in the bottom of the first. We'll go to the top of the second right now. Bryson Smith, senior second baseman, coming in, batting .208 coming into this series. And Connor West on the mound. Bryson Smith showing bunt, that first pitch in for ball 1. So 1-0 count for Bryson Smith. Showing bunt, backs up. Count goes 2-0. That one in for a called first strike. Count goes 2-1 for Bryson Smith here in the top of the second inning. Swung on into right center field, should be playable, and it is for the first out. Luke Barfield, the right fielder, catching that one with no problem. Brings up Hayes Rayner, the senior center fielder, batting .213 on the year. Rayner showing bunt. First pitch in for a called first strike. 1 away, top of the second inning. Bobcats lead 1-0. Here's the 0-1. A little bit high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike for Hayes Rayner. Nobody on and 1 away in the top of the first. Here's the 1-1 from Connor West. Swung on into foul territory and out of play. Count goes 1-2 for Hayes Rayner. Bobcats with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. Much better situation than we were in the top of the second last night. That pitch in for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now for Hayes Rayner. And here's the 2-2. Swung on, popped up, out of play. Count remains 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out looking. 2 away, top of the second inning. Brings up Cade Dito, nobody on, 2 away with a 1-0 lead. Dito struck out his first time up. The senior right fielder. 2 strikeouts now for Connor West. That first pitch looked a little bit outside, but strike 1 called. Swung on, ground ball into shallow right field. And it's going to be a base hit for Cade Dito. So 1 man on and 2 out. It's going to bring up Landon Holloman. He's hit by a pitch his first time up. Got to look here. I don't think I printed it out this time, but Cade, I want to say, had 34 stolen bases coming into the game this week. He did not steal one last week, or last night. Swung on over the press box for strike 1. 0-1 count now for Landon Holloman. Dito on first, 2 away, top of the second inning. Throw to first is not in time. Dito safe back on the bag. He's a swift little fella, and he's really not that little. Taller than me. That pitch in for ball 1. Count goes 1-1 on Landon Holloman. Another throw to first, again not in time. If you catch Dito stealing, it's going to be because you had a good arm and threw him out at second. You're not going to pick him off, I don't think. Grounder over the mound into center field. It's going to put 2 on. Dito at second, Holloman at first. Brings up Marshall Phillips. Marshall Phillips reached on an error. His first time up in the first inning. The senior third baseman batting right-handed. Connor West with 2 strikeouts so far this afternoon. First pitch outside for ball 1. 1-0 count, 2 away. Bobcats lead 1-0 with 2 on here in the top of the second inning. That pitch outside for ball 2. So the count goes 2-0. Swung on over the third baseman's head into left field. Dito comes around to score. Bobcats lead 2-0. And runners on the corners. Holloman at third and Marshall Phillips at first. Bobcats take a 2-0 lead in the top of the second inning. 2 away and 2 on. It's going to bring up Ethan Altman. Altman, the senior catcher, had a single his first time up. Bobcats offensively doing much better than they were earlier in the game last night. That first pitch in for ball 1. Swung on, tipped. It's going to be strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away. Runners at the corners for Ethan Altman. Bobcats lead 2-0, top of the second inning. Connor West steps off the mound trying to pick somebody off and unable to do so. Here's the 1-1, swung on into shallow right. It's going to drop for a hit. Landon Holloman comes around to score. Bobcats lead 3-0. So now you've got runners at first and second. Marshall Phillips at second base, Ethan Altman at first. It brings up Walker Long, who had a base hit his first time up, the junior first baseman. Batting right-handed. And the coach for Greene County making his way out to the mound for a conference. Andy Davis will conference with Walker Long as well. Bringing in our runners, and it looks like there's a courtesy runner for Ethan Altman. That is going to be Malik McNair. McNair will be running at first as Marshall Phillips stays at second base. Coach Cooley, Coach Davis there talking with the guys, and Walker up to bat, Levi on deck. And Barrett will be following Levi should we get to that point. Again, there's 2 away here in the top of the second inning. Bobcats lead 3-0 as Walker Long stands in to bat. He's got 2 on at first and second. Phillips at second, Malik McNair at first base. Pitch to Walker Long in for called first strike. Two away, top of the second. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, ground ball over to short. The throw to second is in time, but the Bobcats score 2 in the top of the second inning. Bobcats lead 3-0. We're back after this. This is Sumrall Baseball.
Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Right Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Right Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Right Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Now back to the action on the Sumrall Bobcat Athletic YouTube Network.
Go to the bottom of the second inning. Will Tony, Jeremy Thompson with you here. It's Scott Bray Field in Leakesville, Mississippi. Bobcats lead 3-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Leading off the bottom of the second for the Wildcats is number 15, Philip Herring. He's a junior first baseman, batting .300 on the year. First pitch from Levi Odom, in for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike two. Count 0-2 now for Philip Herring. Andy Davis out to check on Ethan Altman, smiling pretty big. They like Philip Herring here, cheering him on pretty well. Counts 0-2 on Herring. Levi steps off the mound. Odom gets a sign, lines up, delivers. Swung on over the shortstop head into left field. It's going to be a base hit for Philip Herring. Brings up Connor West, the starting pitcher tonight. Senior, .305 batting average. Rather hot up here. I may regret this later, but I'm going into my third bottle of something to drink. I think I'll go with water this time. Bottom of the second inning, sponsored by water. Swung on, over to third. There you go, double play. That's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. And there's two away all of a sudden here in the bottom of the second inning. Brings up Ethan Roberts, senior third baseman. He's batting .265 on the year. Two away for Roberts and nobody on. First pitch from Odom is called first strike. Swung on and foul down the first baseline. In softball news, Newton County and Sumrall are tied, and that is bottom of the sixth inning. They're tied at 1. Pitch from Levi Odom. Is in for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Struck him out looking, so 3 up and 3 down once again for the Wildcats. And we'll go to the top of the third. Bobcats lead 3-0. Back in just a moment. This is Sumrall Baseball.
Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Now back to the action. on the Sumrall Bobcat Athletic YouTube Network.
We go to the top of the third inning here in Leakesville, Scott Bray Field. Sumrall leads 3-0. Levi Odom up to bat. And first pitch from Connor West in for a called first strike. Swung on and fouled down the third baseline. Count goes 0-2 for Levi Odom. Swung on foul down the third baseline, or first baseline, excuse me. Number of people watching right now. I think Jeremy just told me we've got 200 people watching. That's kind of impressive, and thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Levi Odom. Bobcats lead 3-0 here in the top of the third. That one low for a called third strike. He caught him looking. So Odom strikes out. Third strikeout on the afternoon for Connor West. Barrett Brazil, the designated hitter, up to bat. He grounded out his first time up. That one a little bit outside, but called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 away for Barrett Brazil. Showing bunt, in for a called strike 2. 1-2 count now on Barrett. Nobody on, 1 away. Top of the third. Here's the 1-2. Swung on over the mound to short. The throw to first is in time. Enthusiastic punch out from the first base umpire. 2 away now, top of the third. It's going to bring up Bryson Smith. Flew out his first time up, batting .208 on the year, senior second baseman. First pitch in for ball 1. Lights are on here at Scott Bray Field. I do not have the dimensions of the field. The ball swung on. It's going to go into foul territory, may be playable though, and it falls and will be foul. Count goes 1-1 for Bryson Smith. 2 away, top of the third. Bobcats lead 3-0. Hayes Rayner will be on deck. And swung on foul out of play. Count goes 1-2 for Bryson Smith. Shattered glass sound effect coming from the PA. Foul ball sponsored by the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Bobcats here in the top of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Bobcats lead 3-0. This is Sumrall Baseball.
Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Sponsored by Canvas Mortgage, Julie Robertson Remax Real Estate Partners, Park Wright Striping and Seal Coating, the Chris Kirtland Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, Real South Hunting, American Graphics, Watts Brothers in Columbia, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, Ashley and Leah McGrew, and Bradley and Carrie Roney. Now back to the action on the Sumrall Bobcat Athletic YouTube Network.
Bottom of the third inning, Isaiah Jordan is out at first base. First pitch swung on over just past the mound. Second baseman got it and threw it to first. He was tagged out at first just as we were coming out of the break. So a ground out for Isaiah Jordan. Luke Barfield comes on to bat. Barfield, the junior right fielder, batting .328 on the year. And here's a pitch from Levi Odom, in for a called first strike. One away and an 0-1 count for Luke Barfield here in the bottom of the third inning. That pitch in for a called strike two. Swung on back to the net. Count remains 0-2 for Barfield. Swung on and caught at short. Two away now here in the bottom of the third inning. Landon Holloman with a very nice catch. Parker Arrington, the left fielder, coming up to bat. He's a senior, batting .169 on the year.